Hey everyone, hope you guys are enjoying Monster Hunter in whichever fashion you're choosing to play it as. And as you've been paying attention, if you have been paying attention to my latest set of videos regarding Monster Hunter Now, there has been plenty of leaks happening for the game. Many new monsters, about 15 or so have been leaked so far. A brand new batch of new weapons are going to be making their way into the game, and a couple of course, a brand new officially revealed through Niantic and Capcom events are happening throughout October as we make our way to pretty much the back end of the month, where they finally confirmed that there's going to be a Halloween event. Well, today we're going to be going over a couple of brand new leaks regarding said Halloween event. I also want to talk a little bit more details regarding the V62 version of the latest set of leaks, which has provided us with a brand new monster potentially being leaked as well. If you saw the thumbnail, chances are you already know what I'm talking about. And a couple of more details regarding, of course, the highly expected Christmas event as well. But if you haven't necessarily been keeping up or you didn't watch my previous videos, first and foremost, if you want all of the details, I'm going to be leaving a link in the description below for pretty much not just the weapons leaks, but also, of course, the monsters leaks. There's too many monsters to kind of go over already, so do watch that video if you're more interested in that. But just some of the highlight, or at the very least, the more recent ones, we of course know the Black Diablos and Pancrathian events that just recently happened. But of course, there's Azure Rathalos, Silver Rathalos, Sonogre, Bombaro, Barriath, Lavai Soft, Koro Puke Puke, and Sinojiva, to just name a few. So a lot of things are happening when it comes to new monsters. A couple of brand new weaknesses have also been discovered in the game's files as well. And for those wondering, by the way, where this information is coming from, MH Datamine has provided us with all of these details in typical fashion. Also, brand new assets have been provided, but if you have watched my previous Monster Hunter Leaks videos, you know that I'm not going to be overlaying any of those actual images, since Niantic will come down very hard on the video and probably my channel as well, and I do not want them to do that. So basically, I treat this as quote-unquote speculation, but they are, of course, things that we fully expect them to happen within the game. There are a couple of monster weaknesses that are worth mentioning here. Bombaro will have a weakness to fire and dragon. Zenogre will have a weakness to ice. Barriath will have a weakness to fire. Radoban will have weaknesses to ice, dragon, and paralysis as well. We know that Barriath is also going to be getting a brand new darkness mimic. We don't necessarily know what that actually means, but that's something that shows up in the files. Bombaros actually got a couple of assets where he's throwing trees through his horns as well. So regardless in the location where you fight a Bombaro, is going to be tossing trees. It's going to be really interesting to see how he does that. And also, Radoban will have cracked parts. I spoke about in that previous leaks video where Radoban is one of those monsters that, well, is continually agile, is continually moving. And this is going to be one of those monsters that we're just going to have to wait and see how they're going to make it available in the game, because, man, those fights in general are just really, you're constantly chasing it, is what I'm trying to say here. And in the mobile game here in Monster Hunter Now, you're not chasing anything. You're stationary most of the time, except when you're dodging. So it's going to be interesting to see how they handle that. One of the things that we do know now, and we have seen, and I'm sure you can Google this, I'm sure, or maybe even Twitter or X, whatever the hell it's called nowadays. I'm sure you can find images for this, which again, I don't want to overlay, but you should be able to see them somewhere online. There's brand new assets for dual blades, lances, charged blades, and gun lances. A couple of new shield assets have been found as well. They are reworking the way shields look, specifically for certain monsters. Some of these shields look amazing, both for the charged blade, the gun lance, and the actual lance itself. The shields will vary, and they all look unique in their very own way, which I'm pretty excited about. Players are going to be really happy, especially who those weapons that use shields are going to be pretty happy. We have not been able to see sword and shield shields as of yet, but when it comes to lances, gun lances, and charged blades, they all have unique shields, which is really interesting to see. I'm sure the normal game does already, but this is going to be one of those things that are going to make a lot of people excited once they get to see them. But to the main part of this video, what I do want to quickly touch upon is of course the Halloween event, and brand new information has appeared regarding said Halloween event. Basically, we know that a brand new medal will become available in the game. That is something that you're going to be able to collect. A Halloween armor set, or basically a Halloween helmet, will become available as well, which is something that is basically one of those like Halloween pumpkin hats with a wizard's hat on top of that. If you have seen the anime Konosuba, Megumin's hat, it's pretty much exactly what this is going to be looking like. There's different versions of it. There's a top hat version. There's the actual wizard hat version of it as well. There's going to be like a pumpkin thing that you're going to be able to carry. And interestingly enough, Kuluyaku is going to be part of this event as well. Kuluyaku is going to be playing a major role in this. Now, as of the time of this video going live, maybe Capcom has already fully revealed this or not. I don't necessarily know. You know, their timing is so weird. I'm recording this video a few days earlier, so maybe they'll reveal it by then. But yeah, that's pretty much some of the Halloween assets that we have been able to see regarding that. There's a couple of brand new changes as well. Cluster ammo is going to be reworked. Well done stakes are going to be boosting your health for a period of time. These are new additions to the game. New attack files for Bombero, like I spoke about before. New game files mention something regarding raid points. We don't necessarily know how that's really going to work. Of course, new icons for the aforementioned additional weapons, lance, dual blaze, gun lance, and the others. The Kuluyaku event is going to have a higher difficulty version as well of itself. And a couple of brand new Halloween in-game decorations are going to be added in as well as part of it. The Kuluyaku icon that you should be able to see, or at the very least I'm going to try to see if I could get that image on the video somehow. The Kuluyaku is kind of like holding one of those pumpkins, and there's a Rathalos hunter kind of like thrusting towards it, and there's kind of like pumpkin Halloweens everywhere, you know, so it's going to be pretty interesting. There's, I believe, fireworks in the background and stuff like that, so that icon is going to be pretty cool. A couple of extra additions worth mentioning is, of course, there is a mention in the games files. I'm not going to try to sit here and say that this monster has been leaked by any means or anything like that, but they have found files for Nergigante, the Elder Dragon. Of course, this is another Monster Hunter World monster potentially making his way into the game. We don't necessarily expect it to be a Halloween edition because, like I said before in that leaks video for the monster stuff, there's a lot of other monsters that are going to be already part of the stuff that we're expecting before Halloween and even before the Christmas event. Which, regarding the Christmas event, there's a couple of like snowman items being added in as well, a couple of decorative pieces for your hunter which are going to be Halloween themed. Those are also shown in the assets here. But when it comes to like actual monsters, or like when they're going to release, and specifically for Nergigante, we probably should be expecting this one after Safi and Xeno'jiiva. But that's about all the information that I have for you, Monster Hunter Now fans out there. I've seen a lot of negative comments when I talk about the leaks when it comes to Monster Hunter Now. I don't particularly understand it. If a lot of people are claiming that they don't care about this game, then why the hell would you care about people talking about leaks about it? You know, it doesn't really make sense, but it is what it is. People will hate, and that's that. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop talking about it. So, too bad. Keep complaining. But that's about all the information that I have for you guys today regarding Monster Hunter Now's latest Halloween event. If you're brand new to my channel though, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up, and as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.